Hi, I'm Laura Bechtolsheimer and I'm a dressage rider.
Laura, could you tell us how you got into riding? Tell us a little bit about your story.
I started riding when I was 3 years old. I was a typical mad, keen pony country girl, and my parents got me my first pony, and it was very, very naughty, and I fell off a lot, and but I was definitely not very easily put off, and yeah, horses just became a way of life for me. It wasn't just a sport or a hobby. It was really, whenever I wasn't at school, I spent all my time in the stables with my ponies, and then later with my horses, and it was just a natural progression, really.
And how does that compare to? I hear you have quite a popular horse at the moment. How does your little pony compare to the horse you have now?
Yeah, well, my old pony probably would have been able to walk underneath Alf's legs, because Alf, my main horse, is pretty damn big, and Peacock, my first pony, was very, very little, and yeah, very different. But Alf is a very, very big ginger chestnut horse, and he is very popular, I think, because he's got a lot of character, and he definitely shows that even when he's performing.
Obviously, it's a very close relationship doing dressage between your horse and the athlete. Just explain that a little bit between you and Alf. What is the relationship there?
Well, Alf and I have been a combination since I think this is our 8th year together, so I've been riding him a long time. He's, you know, if you think about it, I ride him about 6 days a week, and I spend a good hour in his saddle every day, 6 days a week. So it's a lot of time you invest in a horse, and you know, training, and then when you put in all the travelling around to competitions with them, and you know, other things that you do with them during the day, it becomes a very, very close relationship. You know each other inside out. Your communication probably becomes semi-telepathic, really. So it gives you a lot of confidence when you've had a horse for as long as I've had Alf, because even when you go to a new environment and a big competition, you kind of feed off each other and give each other confidence, and it does become very, very sentimental.
And then obviously you talk about training. How is training going at the moment?
Training's going well. I'm just about to head to my first big competition with Alf in the middle of March, which is in Germany, and so yeah, we're just building up towards that, and he's very happy to be doing a bit more again, because he doesn't enjoy having a holiday. He kind of likes to be doing things, so he got a bit bored of not being worked properly, and so now he's very happy to get going again, and fingers crossed, yeah.
So he keeps you on your toes?
He definitely keeps me on my toes.
So obviously if he's keeping you busy all the time, and you're training a lot, obviously, how do you relax? I'm definitely the kind of person who needs balance in my life. You know, even if it's just going to the cinema and, you know, in the evening, or doing something in the evenings, I like to try and have, when I'm not competing at a weekend, I like to try and have one lie-in on a Sunday when I can. Often doesn't happen for a few weeks, but I do like to have a good night's sleep every now and again, and yeah, when I can, I go and see my brothers who live in London, or friends who live in London, a night out maybe every couple of months. But yeah, it's obviously horses is not just training, or it's not just a 9 to 5. It does take over most of your life. So yeah, finding time to chill out is sometimes a bit difficult, but definitely important. Okay, and also in terms of the qualities that it takes to compete at world-class level, what qualities do you think that it requires?
It's difficult to think about it like that. I think you've got to be very good at putting things to one side and concentrating on really the things that matter on the day. You've got to obviously be very disciplined when you're not at a competition. All the days that you put the work in at home, you've got to be very disciplined, very good at being self-critical without beating yourself up too much. You know, obviously in a kind of sport where you get a lot of training and a lot of coaching, a lot of criticism from the ground, you have to be able to take that all without, yeah, but still remain very positive. And then, you know, when you're at competitions, you have to be very good at dealing with pressure, especially when you're in a sport like the equestrian sports. You're relying not only on your own performance, but you've got a living animal underneath you that you're also relying on. So you have to be very good at adapting to how they're feeling. You know, a tennis racket is always the same, whereas a horse definitely isn't. So you're managing not just your own feelings, but also how your horse is feeling. So I think you've got to be quite innerly quite laid back and able to deal with things that get thrown your way.
And obviously we have to talk about the fact, I mean, it is the Olympics 2012 being held in London. What does that mean for you?
Yeah, I mean, Olympics is a very special thing for any athlete, regardless of what country it's in. But for it to be in London, you know, and literally down the M4 from me is going to make it even stranger. It's it's really exciting. It's a huge opportunity, you know, for any athlete who gets to compete in the home games. But I think especially for the equestrian sports to be really in London, in the hub of the Olympics, whereas often at the Olympics we're put out into a city somewhere else where there's more space. So I think it's a big opportunity for equestrian sport in this country, and it will make it very, very exciting. And so it'll be very key to make sure as competitors that we don't get distracted by all of that and that we enjoy it, but that we also really focus on the job at hand.